Well, hello everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And I just want to say real quick that if you wanted to donate to me, you can using the link I just dropped in there, or you can send me a subscription on Kick and I will read out your message as well. But if you got super chats, anything you want to say tonight, feel more than free to drop right on in there and say it. Just drop me a tip and I will read it out for you guys. Because I know you guys have been begging hard for me to talk about this because of the insanity that's been happening over the last few days. So how are we doing tonight, folks? Are we doing all right? Oh, man. Are we doing all right? We having a fantastic night? Because, oh my God, the insanity. This has been absolutely crazy, bro. Man, the last time I think I've ever seen any man that ever lost his mind like that, that's my anchor tooth. If you've never seen it before, congratulations, now you have. That's what an anchor tooth looks like. Don't ask me how that story went because I still don't like remembering how fucking painful and hard it was to get this cleaned up and actually got a tooth out of it. It's a horrible infection. It sucked ass. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is that I have never seen this level of insanity since the time that Review Tech USA melted down about how much people were hating on him because he didn't pay Jay, his editor. My gosh, man, it was. So, in case you guys are wondering, and I've already covered the tweet, so make sure you check out my YouTube channel. Rich needs to pay Big Cheese $200 every day forever. Oh, you know what that deserves?
Salted alert! Salted alert!
No, that deserves a felted warning right there. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. So here's what happened, right? For those of you who didn't watch my YouTube video or haven't really been paying too close attention, Keno Casino for the past year or so has been going hard at the quartering for not only for his terrible political takes, the fact that he's been exposed for kind of creeping on his female co-workers, the fact he's made some pretty weird statements that have just been extremely questionable. So they started looking further into it, and they found out that apparently he was in an open marriage with his wife that had a stranger. I'm not going to mention the guy's name or anything like that for privacy reasons, but they called him the Bull, right? And they found out this guy was a Jewish man, which is fine. Religion can be talked about here. I don't want to mention any names. He admitted to drinking a coworker's breast. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did that too. He's had a history of being a terrible person, and I'll show you guys a little bit. There's a lawyer that I follow on here. Uh-oh, it looks like a chat got deleted. Let's see what got deleted. He's having... You're horrible. You are horrible. Emperor says he's having, you know what, with no BS. Oh, because I want to post this to YouTube later, so I'm thinking about opening up a fourth wall. Oh yeah, he blocked you. He blocked Savage. He blocked a whole bunch of people on Twitter. It's been hilarious how much he's been blocking people. I'm not blocked. I checked my. Yeah, he hasn't blocked me yet, but I'm sure he's not too far behind because he locked the comments down again. He's felted. He's sad. He's lonely. He's got no wife. Apparently, they're divorced. See, and we're gonna watch 8-Bit Eric's video as well about it. To get back to the story, right? So recently, like I said, they discovered the Bull and they found out that he has a very terrible criminal record history that involves domestic violence and allegedly being a part of a few different cults per se. Uh, well, apparently, the quartering got really drunk on Easter weekend, Good Friday specifically, and started a 3-day of nonstop tweeting at them, talking about how he was going to take them down, he was going to take their kick channel, that they went too far, that they were harassing his family. And strangely, around the same time he put those tweets out, the Kino Cathedral got one of their promo videos taken down with a privacy strike, and then the other one was a copyright strike, which that got reversed. So they've currently been having to post only on the Clips channel instead of the Cathedral channel to promote the kick streams. Because the Clips channel is just meant to be clips from the kick stream, and the Cathedral channel was meant to be a advertising channel, but also a way for, like, say, for example, I talked about it in my video as well. If you guys haven't watched it, make sure you check out What Are You Doing? Check out my YouTube channel. You should always be checking out my YouTube channel, and make sure you hit the sub button too while you're at it, and leave a like. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you share it. Anyways, enough shilling me. Hey, hey, Alpha, hey, Alpha. I appreciate the follow. I appreciate that. That deserves some confetti. Oh, well, come on. Why am I not getting confetti? Come on, man. Scarlet Studio. Hey, I hope you're doing well, Scarlet. Why am I not getting some confetti? Let's get some confetti in here. Woo! Getting a ton of confetti in there, baby. Yeah. Yeah, get the confetti in there. And let's get some coke clap. Woo! Yeah, there we go. That's what I like. So here's so hopefully I kind of caught you up to what happened. So after the videos were reported and he threatened to take them all down, the Kino Casino did one of their biggest live streams of all time, just unbelievably. And also I forgot to mention this, the owner of Kiwi Farms, Josh Moon, was texted by Jerry, and Jeremy was telling him in private how he wanted to take them down. He was willing to burn everything to the ground and destroy everything and take everybody's careers out, and he was going to take it all to court, and he was going to sue him, he was going to do this, and he was going to do that. And Josh Moon tried again and again and again and again and again and again to convince him that it wasn't a good idea, that it wasn't worth it, to just let it go or make a video, respond to it, and then let it go. But like threatening to go to court, threatening to do this, threatening to do that, talking about you're going to flex your muscles, you're going to flex the people you know, and you're going to take these people down is not going to help your case. He's like, he literally told him, like, all you're doing is putting a giant bullseye on your back, and you're telling everybody, please don't shoot that bullseye. The phrase I always like to use is like putting a kick me sticker on your back and then getting mad when one of your students kicks you in the back. Well, what did you think was going to happen? You literally put a sign right there that said kick me in the back, and then you got mad at the fact that someone kicked you in the back. As my stepfather would put it, it's, if you don't want to get shot, don't give your enemy ammunition to shoot you with. Breastbro21, thank you so much for the follow. Yay! Woo-hoo! Woo, doggy! Woo! Where's my confetti? Where's my confetti? Woo! Confetti! Yeah, that's what I like to see. Woo! Oh, I gotta get more coke clap. Woo! Let's get the coke clap in there, baby. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. So, so that hopefully kind of gets you up to speed on what has been happening. So we're going to watch the Kino Casino clips because I've seen them, and like the 6-hour plus clip, I just can't watch. I don't have the time tonight to watch them. So we're going to watch the smaller clips from the channel Elsa Clips, which is apparently a big fan of the Kino Casino, and reasonably so. The Kino Casino is hilarious. We're going to watch those clips from her. And we're gonna have a fun time. And you know what? Let me put the confetti on here as well. Where's the confetti at? Where did I should have just put this on everything. There you go, right there. So now we have the confetti. Woo! There you go. I like that confetti. I need to set that up on the Stream Deck app. Hey, Wanderer, if you still happen to be watching, remind me to set up like a special thing to celebrate whenever I get new follows. So that way I can remember to do like a whole celebration routine, because I'm not good at remembering that stuff. So anyways, hopefully he's still watching. If not, I mean, I don't blame him. Well, let's get into it, shall we? Let's start with the promo video that kicked it off.
Oh, buddy, our channel is under attack
Literally.
from a poop pants cuckold and his bull. Whoa, buddy. So
This
when
weekend.
last we left this, I mean, you can obviously tell by the fact that the promo video is on the clip channel that some stuff's gone down.
Yes.
You know, it's gone down. When last we left it, Jeremy Hambley was in agreement with us and Josh Moon that he would be providing his financial documents to Caleb Hammer or another financial auditor, and that we would be doing the debate soon.
And
Because
if
that's what he wanted.
we didn't want to talk to him.
That's what we said. That's
proof.
what we
That's
said.
it.
But he agreed to all of it. He's like, absolutely, anytime, I'll provide 7 years. Then suddenly, all out of the blue, he changes his mind and starts being like, well, this is unreasonable. Well, I don't know, buddy. Maybe from the beginning say it's unreasonable and you're not going to do it. But once you agree to do it, and then you backpedal from it
And say
you're nothing but
we're
a
trying
coward.
to hold. They're forcing me. They're forcing.
Listen, it's like it's one thing, right? It's like, okay, fine. Maybe this isn't going to happen. Jeremy's not going to submit his documents. But then on our Keno Cathedral channel, my Keno Cathedral
That
channel
promotes the show.
promotes the show. Our show promo talking about Jeremy Hambley's bull and the bull's crimes gets flagged down for cyberbullying and harassment or whatever.
I didn't do it. And I'm like, you did it. Then
You absolutely did
hours
it.
later, our clip channel gets fucking taken down. The fucking video gets taken down.
The video about the bull and
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. All right, is that it seems kind of suspicious that you would go on Twitter and you would say, "Oh, I didn't flag it. Oh, I didn't flag it. Oh, I didn't flag it. I didn't do any of this stuff." And then you talk about how you're going to do that stuff, and their stuff goes down. It's like, what am I supposed to believe? That you didn't flag it? Oh, bullshit. Bullshit, buddy. You fucking did. You fucking lying ass bastard.
oh my god.
I'm just saying. It's ridiculous that he makes those insertions that he didn't do anything wrong, right? But he did.
Oh my god.
Like, what else am I supposed to believe? What else am I supposed to believe? That some just random troll sparked that? Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, I'm sure if some random troll just decided, oh, I'm gonna fuck with the Keno Casino today. I'm gonna, this is gonna get the corner in trouble. I'm reporting this stuff. I'm reporting it. Yeah, yeah, sure. I guarantee you that never happened. That never happened. I swear to everything. Like, this guy. People call me a coward. People call me like all kinds of different things, but I've never once ever just flagged somebody's video down just because I felt like it. No, if I'm reporting your video, there's a dang good reason why I'm doing it. It's because you either definitely broke TOS or you posted a literal crime on the internet and you need your video taken down. Like, if you're like the Korean channel that showed a lady that was harming animals, like just like literally taking the hood off of a squid and just pulling it off of it, not killing the squid first and then pulling it off, just pulling it off while it's still alive. Like, stuff like that should be reported, should be removed from YouTube. By the way, it's not been removed. She's at like 60 million something subscribers, which is disturbing to say the least. Last time I checked, she was at 60 million subscribers, and that was horrifying to say the least. Ugh. Nasty. Just, oh my god! He's felt it! Anyways, let's continue with the video.
And it's a privacy complaint filed by the bull.
Yes.
So this is directly coming out of Jeremy Hambley's camp. But he swears up and down, I have nothing to do with it. I have nothing to do with it, guys. Fast forward another day, Easter Sunday.
We win the appeal. We win the appeal at 6 in the morning.
We win the appeal on Kino Casino clips. The
Thank
video
God.
is restored.
Thank God.
Okay? Because he can't sweep it up. Like, this is insane. Then this guy starts going to Eddie from Kick,
Our boss.
Jeremy Hambly,
boss.
saying that he's going to get us banned from Kick.
Yeah.
He openly starts talking about, first I'm going to take their YouTube, then I'm going to take their Kick. I'm going to take everything from them. And he's like, I'm being harassed and my wife is getting these phone calls and these packages in the mail.
Which is a lie.
Death threats. Provide some proof there, Jerry Smollett.
Well,
there's no proof of any of this. And by the way, even if there was, we have nothing to do with that.
Exactly. And we disavow
And what he's
that.
doing, we disavow that. And he's playing the victim to try and get more abuse targeted towards him. He's using his wife as a human shield to silence criticism. And if this really was about his wife, this would have happened months ago, because we've been talking about Sky Roan and the Sky Bowl and the pizza place for months. But this only happens, these threats of flagging, legal action, life ruination, it only happens when we bring up his bull. It only happens when we bring up the bull who has a history of sex swinging and has a criminal history.
Yeah.
And as soon as you get the most flack when you're over the target. And I think
I've always noticed that in that particular experience that you always tend to get hit the hardest when you pick like the sore spot of the person that you're going after. I've always found that like once you pretty much so that's when like when you hit the subject that hurts them the most, that's when they get up and they start swinging at you and they're coming at you hard and they're doing this and they're doing that. I've always noticed that like that's the particular thing that they do. I've always noticed that from personal experience. Like that's been the thing that happens. And again, I could be insane, but that's pretty much so what happens. At least again, my experience dealing with internet content and creation and whatnot. And man, I appreciate everybody who's coming and watching so far. And I appreciate the support that's coming out right out the bat. This is awesome. I appreciate it. Seriously, if you guys want to send me some super chats, here you go. You can stop by here and send me a super chat. I would appreciate it. Let's continue with the video.
that his actions melting down over this last Easter weekend prove that we are 100% correct, that some seriously shady stuff is going on with the bull.
His whole thing was Andy was flagged off of YouTube. He's ban evading. So he's tweeting out, I'm ban.
But neither of us are ban evading, you idiot.
I'm tweeting my channel was unbanned 6 months ago. We had a celebration about it.
It's crazy. Even Matt Jarbo, when he was caught, was ashamed and said, I was in a bad headspace. I don't know what I did wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Hambly, like a mafia don, goes into Josh Moon's DMs. And by the way, like eventually, I'm pretty sure all these DMs are going to be revealed. And Hambly looks insane. Yeah. But just the ones that he said for Josh to send to me, he's like, they need to take down all their videos talking about me being a cuck and being married, or I will take down their kick. I'm already in talks with Eddie. I'm going to flag down their YouTube channel.
All publicly. It's all public.
All publicly. And he's like, they have to take this down or I'm going to flex my connections. He said that. He's going to flex his connections like he's some sort of mafia don.
Please share this.
I'm gonna flex my connections. Yeah, buddy. Where's those connections now? I wonder where those connections are, because they aren't here. Is the Quarterings connections in the room? Please stand up. In the chat, is the Quarterings connections to take down the Kino Casino in the chat? Please let me know. I would love to talk to you personally about this, because I'm just saying. What is those connections at now, buddy? Where are those connections? I would love to know where your connections are. If Dickers couldn't get them taken down, what makes you fucking think you can? Dickers actually had more reason than you do. My God, man, you can't make this stuff up. You can't. You can't make this up, bro. You can't. There is no making this up. This is sad. This is pathetic. This is lonely. This is cuckold content. So fucking sad. This is so sad. And right now on Twitter, he's losing his mind. Right now on fucking Twitter, we'll pull it up shortly. But right now he is losing his mind on Twitter again. He's gone back to the drinking again. He won't stop with the drinking. Bro, I guess he didn't watch my video where I told him he needed to put down the alcohol because it's not helping him. It really isn't helping him. It's not helping your case, brother. Like, if you happen to be watching this, I doubt you are, but if you are happen to be watching this, put down the fucking bottle, bro. Put it down. It's clearly not helping you. You're not helping your case. You're not making your situation any better. You're only making it worse for yourself and everyone else involved. He's felt it. Just, oh my God. Get some serious fucking help, bro. Anyways, let's continue.
This video, please be there tonight. The link's down
illegal.
there.
This is criminal extortion.
Share the last video. We need to spread because we are, I hate to say it, we're actually
under attack. And he's trying to silence the program to sweep it up for his bull and his criminal connections. We're going to go through the whole thing again tonight.
It's crazy, guys.
Everything to do with the bull, all of Hambly's cuckold connections, the whole nine. We're also going to burn down bridges with Nina Infinity over the weekend. Alex Jones had a debate with Rex Jones where he was a total coward and got blown out. By the way, he claimed, I'll say this, he claimed he was going to go scorched earth today and he had this big stream. He never showed up for it. And now he's pretending like none of this ever even happened.
He's banning
like
everyone.
A coward, banning everybody in chat. Stop being a cuck, Jeremy. You, Jeremy Hambly, are a cuckold and we're going to own you tonight. We'll see you guys there. Woo! It turns out.
So that's the first of three. That's the first of four. That's right, four. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the let's see. I believe this is the intro.
We're about to
video.
fact check it right. He then came out and
no, that's not the intro video. Let's see. That was the first one that was posted. I think this might have been the intro one.
Choose to proceed any state. If they don't leave.
That's the follow up. Here, we'll go with this one. Okay, that's the intro one. All right, give me 1 second. I forgot to plug my laptop in. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Do not go anywhere. I will be right back. I'm back. So, let's get into this, shall we? Let's get into this. Because this is going to be fucking good. This one and the other one made me laugh so fucking hard. I was dying the whole time I was watching it. I was just, oh man. I was in tears when I was watching this. It was so funny. Oh my God. Let's watch it.
Buddy. We're still here, motherfuckers. We're still here, Jeremy Hambly of Wisconsin. You cuckold made.
So to explain, so Jeremy decided to dox Ashton's full name and where he lived in Canada. Well, part of the province of what we would call the state here in the United States. But in Canada, they call them provinces. So basically the state where he lives. And told him he would hope that Ashton would find Jesus. And I was like, you freaking retard. This
dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're great.
He is a retard. Toxic. It was extremely dumb. It was dumb. I don't know why he thought it was a good idea. I don't know what got in his mind that it was a good idea to sit there and say, like, not sit there and say, but like post on Twitter. So post on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. To post the name of the individual you're going after, the full name and the place they live. Or I'm like, you only a
Dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're great.
would do that. Scarlet, nah, he's not a retard. He's a disingenuous snake to Christians. Yes, he is. I don't know if it's going to be viewing. I don't DM you. Oh no, I can read. See, while Kick may be blocking on screen, I can read it out through the stream chat thanks to Meld Studios. Which, by the way, if you guys haven't checked out Meld Studios, what are you doing? Check out Meld Studios. They are freaking fantastic live streaming software. I'm using it right now to live stream the Kick. It is awesome. It is 100% awesome. If you don't believe me, you should ask Old Wanderer, who I believe is watching right now, hopefully. If you are, tell them all about Meld Studio. Tell them all about it. They're not working on a mobile app right now. It's a desktop app. Although there's plans for that somewhere in the near future. Anyways, let's get back to this, shall we? Let's get back to the
Felton alert! Felton alert!
He's Felton. He's gay. He's a cuckold. He's apparently divorced. He likes the bull screwing his wife in front of him.
Flag it! Who got your f***ing ass handed to you by a
LZ with a follow. Woo,
not
buddy.
one
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. Woo. Thank you for the follow, MZ. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Whoa, buddy. Woo. 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 We're a bit more privileged than Timbscast. You give me some. Oh no, but that's on Apple as well. I just choose not to separate it because I'm lazy. That feature is available on Mac. I'm just lazy and don't bother to separate them. I'm just lazy. That is literally just pure me being lazy as per usual. He's felt it. Yes, I am felt it. Anyways, let's continue.
lick in, you pussy coward. You bowed down and let it whoop your f***ing ass, and now we're gonna raw, just like your f***ing criminal bull Adam does to you and your f***ing wife while you sit in the corner in your chastity cage like the cuckold made drinking swine that you f***ing are. Oh, and by the way, you're a poopy pants, Jer. What do you think about that, buddy? You your f***ing pants, Jeremy Hambley. You shot your f***ing pants in Walmart, and the stink of your trail of smears went all the way from f***ing produce to the goddamn bicycle aisle.
Said by
You think, think, motherfucker, that I'll ever bow to you? You think that I'll ever stop f***ing with you? Send the f***ing papers, cock. F***ing do it. You'll never do f***ing shit.
Do it, Jer.
Take down this platform right now.
Call Eddie right now.
You said that you had the connections. You said to Josh Moon and DMs that you were talking to Eddie from Kick and we would never stream again. Well, I'm still f***ing here, bitch. What do you f***ing think about that? You're gonna have to drag me out of this motherfucker with a crane because I'm fat as and I've had it with you. You will never, and I mean ever, silence me ever in your miserable life. Do you understand me, boy? Do you understand me, you fucking cuckold? I will f your wife in front of you, and you will thank me for the privilege of treating her to a real fucking man.
Whoa, buddy! Whoa, buddy! Whoa! Damn! He wasn't playing around. He wasn't playing around. Holy shit, dude! God damn! He wasn't playing around. He wasn't playing around. Oh my god! Fuck! Oh shit! This sucks. I died. Heart rate, cooking and grilling. He's felt it. He is fucking felt it to the highest level. I have never seen somebody get owned so hard as he did. I've never seen somebody get owned so hard like he did. It is sad. This is sad. God damn, man. Just, god damn, that's all I can say to that. I'm at a loss for words at this point. I don't understand how he thought this was. When I say in DMs is dead, that's my reaction, and I love what I'm hearing. Oh, I gotta see your DMs. I gotta read your DMs here. Give me a second. Me right now, Miss Sparkles. Oh my god, dude. PPP should be hired by WWE right now to teach them how to do promos. They need to teach WWE wrestlers how to do promos, because this is how you fucking cut a promo. This is how you cut a heel promo right here. Here's how you fucking do it. I wish more heels would fucking watch these guys, because these guys know how to cut a fucking promo. I wish more independent wrestlers would watch these guys and learn how to cut a fucking promo. Because this guy knows how to do it. PPP, I would... Hey, Michael, thank you for the follow. Hey, I appreciate it. Woo, doggy. Woo, boy. Man, I'm getting a lot of W's tonight, that's for certain. By the time this is all said and done, my God, this is awesome. Like, bro, it's like, bro, you would think, right? You would think that if you were taking on people like the Kino Casino, right? You would think that you would come fully prepared, right? That you wouldn't at all, like, just, you would think, right? You would come prepared. You would have all your evidence together and everything, right? Because he claimed he had this whole live stream he was going to do on him. He had this big freaking live stream. He was going to go scorch earth. He was going to destroy them. He was going to take their channels down. He was going to do this and do that. He did nothing. He ran away and then banned everybody from his chat. I'm like, this is sad. This is sad. It's just, again, you would think, right? You would think, right? You would think that for somebody who said that, all right, let's see here, so I can keep an eye on the things. It's like, you would think, right? For somebody who is, I want to keep an eye out on the, tips. So if anybody sending me tips or anything like that, using the tips, they can so that way I can read out your messages in case I miss anything. There we go. So I got to set it right there. But I also got my little soundboard up there too, so that way I can read it. I can bounce back and forth. So if I miss your tips for any reason, or your super chats, or whatever you want to call it, I can be able to read it from my phone as well. That's what I was setting up. Because I want to make sure that you guys get your chance to speak. So again, if you have not done it, please consider using the link right here to send me a tip, and I'll read out your super chat. Because everybody deserves a chance to make fun of this fucking idiot. Let's continue.
You will never, ever match my will. Do you understand? You will never break me. I will break you, Jeremy Hambley. I already have. I'm taking your sanity from you day by day by day. And let me tell you something, buddy. By the time this is all done, you're going to beg for mercy, and none will come to you. Let's go!
Let's fucking go.
7 years ago, up with coke and fucked up my life. I crawled out of the ashes, came back, built myself back up for this fat to try to take me down. You, Jer.
We need a bigger bell for what Hambley thinks he's gonna fucking do! We fucking mother!
I've been through worse. I've been through worse, Jer. You're fat.
Here goes
take
with
me
a follow.
down.
Woo! Damn. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Woo, boy. Thank you for the follow. This is fucking great. See, Gordon brought this on himself. And that's the biggest thing, right? He was warned, don't do this. He was told, don't do this. And then he went through with the stupidity. And then he backed down. Now he's apparently kicking it back up again. It's like, brother, just stop. Just stop, man. I don't want to see you get deplatformed. I don't want your family getting harassed. But you're only making the situation worse. He only made the situation worse, and he continues to make the situation worse for him. He continues to make the situation worse for himself. Just stop, man. Just stop. It's not hard to just stop, take a breath, and go, you know what? It's not worth it. This is not worth it. I gave him that advice in my video. He really should have watched my video. I wish people would pay attention to my advice when I give it to them, because I've been in this boat too, and doing this doesn't make the situation better. Because I was stupid and tried this kind of stunt with, what's his name one time. It's time to stop. So you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. Just stop, right? Like, that's all you gotta do is just stop. Let's bring that up. I'm going to bring this up so there's more confetti. I want more confetti on screen. That's what I want. That's what I want right there. Let's try that one. Yeah, there you go. That's what I like to see right there. That looks awesome. So it's just, you need to stop. You just need to stop, brother. It's not hard, man. Just stop. Just stop. Just get some help, because the drinking's making it worse. See, you gave these guys, the people who are allegedly harassing you, more ammunition to shoot you with. And not only did they shoot you with, but the clip right there, just on their clip channel, on a random clip channel, has over 22,000 views. I've gained about 5-6 followers tonight just from reacting to this video alone. All you're doing is making your situation worse. Now, maybe you're doing publicity, the all publicity is good publicity stunt, which if you're doing that, you're doing it terribly wrong. This is not how you do it. This is not how you do all publicity is good publicity kind of action. Because how you do that is you tell them, like, oh, thank you for kissing my ass and watching my content. What you should have done was made a couple of tweets saying, thank you for following me. Thank you for watching my content. Thank you for kissing my ass. Keep following me. Keep sucking off of me. Because, you see, now you're making yourself kind of look bad, but people are now going to want to double down and troll you even more. And then you can force them into trolling you through chat donations. Be like, oh, you want to troll me? Now you got to donate to me to troll me. It's time to stop. Oh, somebody's chat got deleted. Whose chat got deleted? I hope these guys get a good head after the situation, especially the guy on the left. Oh yeah, PPP or Ashton. Oh Lord have mercy. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I'm not going to say what I was thinking. I'm just going to instead say this.
Oh my God!
And we're moving on.
You piece of
You know, Jeremy,
It's
that
over.
you lost.
It's over.
And even when even Ethan Ralph is with me.
Ethan Ralph actually backed PPP on this one and said that what cornering was doing was wrong. When Ethan Ralph, the drug pill guy who apparently does very terrible things, is backing PPP, the guy who normally flags people's content that he doesn't like, is backing Ashton. When he's backing the Kino Casino, that's when you know you're screwed up. When Matt Jarble, the guy who was exposed for mass flagging people's content by both Keemstar and there was one other individual in question that also helped Keemstar expose him. When he said that, you know what, this is wrong, you shouldn't be doing this, that should have been the hit to stop. But he didn't, and he's still going. He's still going. Matter of fact, he locked his responses to me, so I couldn't respond to him. So I reshared it and dropped the meme. This motherfucker locked his responses. It's alleged my girl. Oh God. Ugh.
Oh my God.
That's a.
Oh my God.
Oh God. That put a sour taste around my mouth.
Backing us up.
When even Dick Masterson knows that I'm in the right and is siding with me. When Matt Jarbo is siding with Kino Casino. When Mush is siding with Kino Casino.
All our enemies.
You know you f***ed up, buddy. It's a giant cartel alert, Jeremy. Buddy. Jeremy.
Oh man, I'm fully mad. I'm salty my Jarbo band mother. And that's from felt it. He's felt it. He's felt it.
He's felt it.
Felt it alert.
No,
Oh my Lord, he's felt it. This is the kind of stuff I like covering. I'm gonna go back to doing this because this is actually fun. This feels fun to talk about. This feels funny to conversate about. I don't feel heavy. I don't feel like I'm depressed after I'm done. I'm actually having a good time. I'm legitimately having a good time. Just like when I unboxed my new drum set, I had a great time doing that. I'm having a great time doing this. This is fun right here. This is fun.
Everyone knows who you are. The streets know who you are, Jeremy.
Yes, we do deserve positive vibes. Yes,
You're
we do.
the snitch. You're the traitor. You're the faggot. You're the Randall Weems. Miss Finster! Ain't nobody have any respect for fucking snitches. You're next to, and in fact, in some cases, lower than fucking child murders in the prison hierarchy. Do you know what happens to rats, Jeremy? They're exterminated, Jeremy. And you know right well what happens to dirty rats like Matt Jarbo. You were there. You were there during the Boulder stream. You were there, and you claim credit for ending Matt Jarbo's career.
Yes, he
Do you
did.
understand what you just did to yourself, Jeremy? Do you understand?
Worse than 9/11 for him.
It's not just flagging down channels, Jeremy, which you're doing. You're caught, hand in the cookie jar. It was your bull. It was your bull, buddy. Mr. Sellers himself that comes over and fucks your wife while you sit in the corner like the bitch-made fucking cuck that you are, that filed the privacy claim to have the video taken down. It was only him that could have done it. It requires his driver's license.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. It tends to sound like Morty, and then so you switch up the main character going through. And I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me, Arch. And I love the sudden switch. That's why I said PPP and Andy Worski are hilarious because Ashton does a lot of different voices and Andy's responses. Because Andy, if you're just listening to it, Andy's just sitting there listening with a stern look while PPP is just ripping into him. Because the truth of the matter is, PPP is right. He just buried his credibility. This is it. no one's ever going to take anything he says serious again. Everybody's going to treat him as a punching bag now. He brought that on himself, and he could have avoided it if he had just not said that he was going to take them down. If he had just not said that, if he had just, he should have made it seem like they were, if he really wanted to play the victim role, which he has a history of doing it, if he really wanted to play the victim role, the best thing he could have done was just make it seem like they were stalking his account and everything by saying, thank you. Oh, I didn't know you liked me so much. Thank you for being a super fan. Stuff like that. Because then it makes them look bad. It makes you look good. And it puts them in one or two scenarios. Either they will continue and they look like the insane person, or they stop and you win. Either way, you win in that scenario. He chose to take the losing path. And that's why I keep saying that alcoholism like this does not give you a win. You need help. I'm being legitimately serious here. He needs help. But I don't think he's going to get that help. I don't think he will. I don't know. I hope there's somebody in his friends group right now that is reaching out to him and going, man, get off Twitter. Or I'm going to break your phone and make it to where you can't go on Twitter. Like, you're not going to go on Twitter anymore. I'm taking your access away. We're going to go somewhere and detox you. And we're going to get you some help. Because he legitimately needs help. He needs help. He needs to legitimately turn to Jesus and get help as well. He needs to do that. Because he's only making the situation worse for himself right now on Twitter. And I know I keep talking about it, that it's happening on Twitter, because it is. The insanity is happening on Twitter, and I will show you. I promise I will show you. Because I got the screenshots too. But let's continue.
To be submitted on the YouTube forums, Jeremy. You guys are desperate to cover up the fact that you invite on a regular basis into your home a sex-swinging bull that has a history of domestic abuse, where even his own fucking family members don't want anything to do to him, and his older female family member has a restraining order against him, Hambly. That's what you don't want people to know. But the people will know.
I didn't hear this. I must not have been paying attention. That's not good. That's really not good. Oh no. Oh no. This turned heavy, bro. That's not good. That is not good. Bro needs to stay gone after the doxing. That's my opinion. Yep, bro needs to stay gone for real. He's not going to go anywhere. He's just going to keep making slop political content, because the problem is his audience isn't a traditional commentary artist. This is the political stuff we're talking about here. Like, this is the political people that don't really pay attention to what's happening with the person if they give the opinions that they like. Dickers has quite a few people that he likes who were accused of various sexual crimes. Not saying they were convicted or anything, they were just accused, to my knowledge, but he keeps watching them, but because they have certain extreme leftist political ideologies that he agrees with. If they were on the right, like Jeremy is, then Dickers would hate them. He's going to end up gone one way or the other. Not going to lie, one of them can't say in chat most likely, ooh, yeah, I mean, I doubt he's going to push anybody that far, because he's too much of a coward. Because it's a Dundee dun. Because it's going to be a done deal if he screws with him. Yeah, I doubt he's going to try that stunt, because he's too much of a coward. A lawyer, the guy's name is Lust. L-U-S, Lust. His real name is Tony. He's a lawyer from New York that moved to Texas. He's a very smart guy, very nice guy. Has a lot of left-leaning political ideologies, but I don't care. He's a very smart guy, very kind fellow. totally, I'm going to show you a little bit of his stuff to explain how him and Quartering used to be friends. Him and Jeremy used to be longtime friends, and they were Magic the Gathering friends. And he backed him when Jeremy got banned from the online version of the game. And then when he found out that Jeremy was manipulating the situation and manipulating him to get what he wanted, needless to say, he cut him off after that, which I don't blame him. Because when you get manipulated like that by people who you consider your friends, it's kind of screwed up, if you get my drift. But let's continue.
The streets will know, Jeremy, and
More people will know now.
I'm not doing a goddamn thing to you, by the way. All of this bullshit, all of this harassment that you claim that's going on, Jeremy Smollett, that you provided no proof of, when you say that you're getting death threats, when you say you're getting threatening phone calls, when you claimed last week that you're getting packages in the mail, I have nothing to do with that. And I don't even think that that's real. But you know what, Jeremy? I'm not going to handle you, buddy. The streets are going to handle you. Do you understand? You went against the code.
Beyond.
We know. We know your history. But no. We know where this guy comes from. We know where this guy comes from. He comes from the sector. He comes from Gamergate. And the sector has come to claim one of their own. Your past has come back to haunt you. Your past has come to collect. You were okay to do it to Brie Larson. You were okay to do it to Jack Murphy, posting his sex tape over and over and over again.
He made what was it, 100? He made 105 videos on Brie Larson. If you don't know who Brie Larson is the actress that played Captain Marvel in the live-action Marvel movies. She went on a stint of being this over-extremist in the feminism world, and that cost her career because she went on YouTube and made a bunch of statements about men that weren't true. She became very misandrous and sexist. And she was kind of sexist towards women who defended men or defended their husbands. She became an idiot. And then she opened her mouth about politics. And like any kind of person, when you start opening your mouth about politics, that's when, boom, nuked your career. And that's exactly what happened to her. He made 105 freaking videos on her, talking about how terrible she was, talking about how terrible her husband was. Apparently there was something about how he talked about how her feet got infected or something like that. It was like in one of the thumbnails of the video, if I'm not mistaken. Because I just skimmed through it because I didn't watch the videos because I was just, no, thank you. And, so like it's perfectly fine if somebody makes 100, if you make 105 videos on a actress that hasn't really been relevant in years, but the moment that the Kino Casino makes a video about your situation, the moment they made like 40 videos, like clips all together for live streams, that's not fine. Apparently that's not okay. That's apparently wrong and immorally offensive, and that they're not human, end quote. That's a real quote from him, by the way. That's a real quote. He literally said that Andy was not human, but he liked Andy. I'm like, wow, dude, just wow.
Oh my God!
Ridiculous. His ridiculous behavior. Just ridiculous. And it's truly just ridiculous. And it was just, again, this guy wants to sit here and say that he's this free rights advocate and he's fighting for free speech and that the left is trying to take his YouTube channel down, trying to take down his Rumble account, and they're doing this and they're doing that and blah, blah, blah. When he's been the one that's actually been doing it to people the entire time while claiming to be a Christian, which is the worst part. That's the part that upsets me more than anything else, is that he acts like he's getting people to convert over to Jesus Christ, but in reality, he's walking around with a freaking $20,000 golden crested cross. And the best part about it is he literally said there was too many baptisms on Easter Sunday. He tweeted that and then he deleted the tweet. I wish I had screenshotted that. That's one of those things I wish I had freaking screenshotted it, because that pissed me off, and I should have screenshot it instead of just sharing it. I should have screenshotted it, and that was stupid on my part for not doing that. So I felt it.
He's felt it.
For not getting it when I should have. He said he was going to church after Charlie Kirk was assassinated. Oh yeah, there was that. Like, he wasn't going to church before, but then he started going to church after Charlie Kirk had his life taken away by an assassin that is currently on trial. Thank God. Oh yeah, and that what was he? He started pushing that all left-leaning content creators should be deplatformed. As much as I didn't like Dicker's comments about Erica Kirk and everything, I didn't believe he should have been deplatformed. I just didn't believe he should have been felted to no end. Because he said that he believes that Erica Kirk is a vampire and she had her husband killed. That's why I think Review Tech should be felted to no end. That every single day he should be pelted with tomatoes. We should bring back the pelting people with tomatoes. And just do it just to Dickers every day for that, because that was insane to believe that she's a vampire. That vampires are real. That's insane, bro. But seriously, I find it so irritating when people just like, what the hell's wrong with people? Do people not realize that platforms on the internet consist of people around the world? As Ledge Dicker said, oh yeah, Erica Kirk was a man in a wig. Oh yeah, that was another one. And what was it that he believed that, what was it? Because he started watching, what's her name? Candace Owens, that's right. And she was spilling all those crazy theories. And then Candace Owens said that she had the truth and she was going to expose how Charlie Kirk was assassinated. And she just basically spread a bunch of lies. And is now currently, and if I'm not mistaken, is being sued by Erica Kirk. Because she deserves to be sued. Because Candace Owens is insane. She's an insane human being, and no one should be watching her content. No one should be supporting her. She is insane.
Oh my God!
But anyways, let's continue.
Until you actually got a temporary suspension from Twitter, Jimmy, you think the streets forgot?
Yep.
You think the streets forgot 130 videos on Brie Larson? You think the streets forgot all the videos on Zoe?
I was wrong. It was 130. Fuck. I got 105. Oh, man, I suck at math.
Salted alert! Salted alert!
No, that's
Bro, 130. I hadn't even done like what, 30 streams on Triton? I think I've only done like 12, maybe 15 on the guy in total. Like in total, like you count all the streams, like it was like 15 total on him. Bruh, 100. If I did 130 streams or videos on Triton, I would need to go to fucking therapy, and I need my internet access taken away, because that is obsession. That is true obsession with somebody. That is crazy. He needs help. He really needs help, guys. He needs help. This is not okay. This is not okay behavior. Just not. This is not.
Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian and the feminists. And here's the ironic part of it all. You cry out, my channel is under attack! My channel is under attack! I'm being silenced by the woke left! I'm being silenced by the woke left! But the moment that some mother comes around that you can't pay off, that you can't.
Oh, did one of your chats get deleted? Let me check. Here's my impression of Dan's nuts fitting. Oh my God. Quote, as a person of color, Erica is an evil white racist filled with evil white racism woman. That's hilarious. Tims, if you want us to do that and ministry on one person, I would make sure to come to where you live and slap you. Yes, you should, Coalfire. You should slap the hell out of me. Never let me become that obsessed over anybody ever. I will hold you to this. I will hold you to this. Don't ever let me become obsessed over anybody like that, ever. Don't let me, for any reason. I don't care. It should not matter if they wipe out the entire universe. The only one you can do that is with me. Oh.
Oh my God.
I love the Erica Kirk one. That's great. Let's see. Can I highlight it? Here you go, buddy. I'll put it on screen for you. I screwed it up. Okay, that's fine. I can fix. I can fix that. I can fix it. I can fix it. Watch this. Boop. There you go. Your username's right there. You're welcome. There you go. There you go. Username on screen. Lock this down. Because here's my impersonation of her, of Candace Owens and her normal speeches. Quote, as a person of color, Erica Kirk is a evil white, filled racist, evil racism woman. She's always evil, you know. She's a vampire, and that's the reason why she. Because according to Israel, on my document I have right here on my MacBook that I paid $7,000 for, but I only use it as a PDF editor. Freaking retard. Freaking retard. Let's continue.
Can't bully, that you can't extort, that's coming for your ass relentlessly, and I'll never stop, you understand? Never, not until you're broken. The moment that happens, you cry out, please save me, YouTube terms of service, please save me, kick terms of service, please silence them, they don't deserve to have the freedom to speak. I don't think so, and the streets know so. And even if you put me behind bars, the younger generation that I inspire will finish the fucking job when it comes to you. You think you're going to get away with this sort of activity? You think you can talk like you're a mafia don? You think that you can engage in criminal extortion in DMs with Josh Moon and tell us?
Even though I don't know these guys' names, they are fired up. Yeah, Ashton and Andy. Andy's on the right in the velvet red button-up shirt. PPP or Ashton is in the blue jumpsuit shirt. That's the two. That's who they are. That's Andy Worski, who unfortunately got addicted to drugs for many years. He was known as a blood sports guy. He did clean up Zach, and he's a lot better now. He's actually in a very healthy relationship, if I'm not mistaken, and takes care of himself very well. PPP used to be a pastor. He actually came from a long line of pastors. He himself, like I said, used to be a pastor, and then he kind of quit when he started getting into the YouTube commentary space. He became an idiot for a while, but he cleaned up his act, and here he is now. A very smart, intelligent guy, and a very kind fella. From my interactions with both of them, my interactions have been fantastic. I think I heard the name Andy Worski before. Yeah, Andy Worski used to run the Andy Worski show, where him, Menaker, and Keemstar used to come on all the time, and it was a blood sports podcast where they made fun of YouTube drama during the early 2010s when live streaming on YouTube really started picking up. Now, that's where Andy Worski comes from. Ashton was in a similar boat as well, but his was, I think, was more Christian content. He started delving into YouTube drama when he saw that it was popular. But we'll eventually do like the history of the Keno Casino or whatever eventually. But right now, let's get back to making fun of. These two idiots. Not idiot. Well, yeah, they are idiots. But let's get back to making fun of the real idiot, the real retard of the show, which is the quartering. Pounds also stands for well, that is true. That is fair enough. That is a fair enough statement. Let's continue.
That we have to take down our videos.
Taking everything they have. Andy was banned off of YouTube. He's banned again. Actually, I was unbanned 6 months ago. You fucking piece of shit.
It will never, ever happen. By the way, how's Scorched Earth going, Jeremy? This fucking cuckold coward. And it would have been one thing if today he had delivered on going Scorched Earth. Had he come out and attacked full bore, not even that, but with both barrels blazing. PPP showed his asshole. Andy Worski directed a hard to pull a gun in Miami and said, aim, aim, aim. Them, they're pieces of shit. But this shameful little cuckold coward, after 3 days talking mad fucking shit, drunk out of his fucking mind on Twitter, trying to tell Josh Moon how it's gonna be to me. I'm gonna take everything. I'm coming. It's scorched earth at midnight central. Or sorry, noon central. At high noon, Jeremy Hambley was gonna own us. We were gonna be destroyed, and I looked forward to it. You know, some days I come in here and this becomes like a fucking job, and I wonder, why am I fucking here? I don't even want to felt these fucking jokers. I want to sit on my ass and just chill. It became like a job, but I was never in this game for money or fame. It's always been for the love of the fucking game. And Jeremy Hambley, you've reignited that in me. I live for this shit. You don't live for this shit, son. I've went toe-to-toe with Ethan Ralph and Nick Fuentes and all the dirtiest, slimiest, scum-sucking bottom feeders in this fucking game, and never back down one fucking inch. Always come forward, bite down on the mouthpiece to war. But you ain't made like that, son. You ain't ever been in that frozen cabin, boy. You ain't ever had to go through hard times, daddy. But I know.
Get ready. He's now fixing to quote the famous Dusty Rhodes promo called Hard Times. It was one of the greatest wrestling promos ever made. It was beautiful. It was... To explain, Dusty Rhodes cut that promo on Ric Flair for the world title because it was a setup for the world title match, and he was talking about how Ric Flair, who was supposed to be this nature boy, this rich guy that always had his way and never had a problem, and he always could buy himself whatever he wanted. He wore like the $16,000 Rolexes. He drove in the $1 million limousines and stuff like that. And Dusty Rhodes was supposed to be the common working man that always had to get down and dirty and grinding his knuckles and never, ever got the rich, like, joys that Ric Flair had. And it's not of jealousy, but he was the hero. He was the baby face. He was the guy who was wrestling for the common man, who was fighting for the common man. And he cut the promo about how... Flair didn't understand how hard times worked, that he never had to grit his teeth and battle and fight for things. You don't understand hard times, baby, but I'll teach you what hard times are. He's fixing to quote this promo. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Bro is like a saber-toothed tiger ready to sink his teeth into a mammoth, and I love all of what I'm hearing. Oh, yeah, it is beautiful. But I got to make a pause real quick to get some more drink because I'm thirsty, which, by the way, you should check out W Energy Drinks. Make sure you check them out. I'm all out. So I'm going to something to drink. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're not done yet. We're not done. Alrighty, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back, and I appreciate you, Callfire, saying that. Yes, please use my code DENATIMS for 10% off at w.gg. That's www.gg. And use my promo code right there, 10% off, and you get 10% off of any of your favorite W products. I'm telling you, it's absolutely worth it. It is absolutely fucking worth it. This cup has been my favorite fucking cup I have used. I need to wash it out. Well, let's get back to the content. I'm going to stop cucking the content. Let's get back to this. Oh, yeah, I got my playlist up there. There we go. Let's get back to it.
Hard times, and hard times are coming for you, Jeremy Hambley. You've never, ever in your life been able to talk like I'm able to talk. You can barely put 3 words together. You fat cuckold sitting in your corner. You will never be me. You will never be me. On my worst day, drunk out of my mind on drugs. I am 100 times the entertainer and performer that you will ever be. And you think you can talk shit to Alex Jones? You aren't worthy to carry Alex Jones' fucking jockstrap, son. Your days are numbered. You were always a talentless.
Oh, you're good, Colfire. I appreciate it.
Hack. And for that reason, I hated you and laid you for destruction, to break you, to make you my bitch, you understand? But you've made it personal now. You've targeted the Rice Bowl. You've targeted our livelihoods. But you know what? It's not about that. You want to take away our ability to speak. You want to take away people's ability to criticize you and make fun of you. And that shows that you stood for nothing all along. Because even if you were a basic bitch, libertarian, you would have at least that commitment. But you don't. Because when it comes time to you, when it comes time for you to be the nail, you're a and you go running to the cops, you go running to lawyers, you go running to the YouTube terms of service, you go running to Eddie to run this site. Well, no, we tell Eddie how it's gonna be. Eddie comes here and he gifts 100 subs on Bended Knee because there ain't no motherfucker on kick.com who can do what we can do. Do you understand? Literally. And that's why you're shook, Jeremy, because we're effective and we get the most flack when we're right over the target. And what you've done, Jeremy, by opening the floodgates, by crossing the shit line, buddy, because that's what you did. You crossed the shit line. And now your grift is hanging at the end of a shit rope, Jeremy, hanging over the shit abyss. And the harder you try and cling to that shit rope to save your grift, the quicker you'll slide down the greasy pole into the shit abyss of hell. And the only thing that will be there, Jeremy, is the mirror. And you can look in the mirror and see your own shortcomings of how you destroyed your own multi-million-dollar opportunity because two retarded pieces of shit from Canada, one a cokehead, the other one 400 pounds who showed his asshole, got you so seething that you threatened to destroy their livelihoods and deplatform them, going against everything you ever stood for in your entire career. All of them, my channel's under attack. I just want to make money. I just want to be able to say what I want to say and think what I want to think. You flushed it all down the toilet. And for what? For your bull Adam's toilet. So that he can keep your wife and you can try and hide it from the
talking
world?
Like that.
Is it really worth it to you to
BBB talking like Batman?
He's dead.
Oh, BBB talking like Batman. That's a great comment. Bruh. Oh my god. Nah, he make Batman look like a bitch. He makes Batman look like a bitch.
Oh my God!
He's fountain.
Dalton alert! Dalton alert!
Oh my God!
Because Batman never went this hard on his enemies. God damn. I want to be more specific. I just can't remember who played Batman. Oh, Christian Bale's Batman. Christian Bale's Batman. That's who you're thinking of. Christian Bale.
Dalton alert!
Damn. God damn. You guys are horrible tonight. Just ruthless. 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 Let's continue.
Goon to your wife getting by Adams in the corner that hard, Jeremy? Is it?
In our opinion.
Oh,
No, wait. It's a fact in real life,
Yes,
Jeremy. And the harder you try and push this, Jeremy Hambley, the worse it will be for you. And you understand, right? There's no going back. There's no putting the toothpaste in the tube. You understand?
No,
you
there's
want to
not.
put us in jail. You want to take all of our money. You want to take our livelihoods away. You say there's no fucking rules? Well, Ethan Ralph said that. How's that working out for him? Okay. By the way,
Not well.
Jeremy, we've treated you with kid gloves. Okay. I don't say your fucking wife's name. You say your wife's name. Hannah Claire today actually had to tell you to stop doxing your wife's name on your own program because you're such a fucking reckless idiot. Or are you? Or is this another case of the same weaponized incompetence you use in your marriage to Heather to get away with being a lazy layabout oaf idiot? Is it? Because what I think is happening here, Jeremy, is you're using your wife as a human shield, you disgusting piece of shit. You're using your wife and your family as human shields, just like Review Tech USA does. What a low way to go, buddy. What a low.
Ooh, that is some heavy ass allegations. If anyone gets the musical reference, I love you, no homo. Oh, come on, why can't you be homo with? Nope, not gonna say that.
Oh my God.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to say that, but what I'm going to say here is that is some very heavy allegations. That is some heavy allegations. I hope the wife ditches him for this guy. Yeah, I think PPP is in a relationship, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I swear he's dating somebody. I know Andy is, but I thought PPP was dating somebody as well. Or as Super Mayor would say, is that oh, felt it.
He's felt it.
Way to go. And what you're actually doing by crying out about how you're being harassed without any proof of actually being harassed is you're inviting harassment on your family. You're inviting harassment on your wife, and you want your wife to be harassed. I don't want your wife to be harassed.
Me either.
I just want to be able to make videos saying that you're a fucking cuck and laugh at you and collect my fucking check. Do you understand? That's what I'm here for.
Comedy.
I'm here
Jokes.
to have fun.
Funny.
This is a comedy program. I don't have these grand delusional aspirations you have of going to AmFest and rubbing shoulders with the elite to try and climb a greasy pole of conservative media so you can go to degenerate sex parties where you watch your wife get by a higher caliber of criminal, one that wears a suit and tie instead of an orange jumpsuit like Adam wears, buddy.
Whoa.
That's you.
Whoa, buddy. Whoa, buddy. That's some more heavy allegations. Whoa, buddy.
I'm me. That's Andy. We do a comedy show that you've taken so seriously that you've crossed the line.
Want to ruin my life and Ashton's life? You want to think everything?
Not one person is with you other than Nick Ricada, who, guess what, is a cock.
And Vito.
He's a swinger.
Criminals
And
Vito,
the pedophile.
Literally.
These are your associates. These are the people who stand with you, Mr. Hambly.
Even criminals.
And I'm just telling you,
that is
your
true.
behavior
That is very true.
is starting to piss people off who aren't like me. Because I'm not a nasty guy. Contrary to what people believe, I don't run gay ops. I don't dox. I don't SWAT. I don't do that
Gay shit.
You
Yeah,
understand?
that's gay shit. Yeah.
That's gay shit for it's like you who run to report and to cry.
And to DM people to destroy our lives.
See, because like that's the kind of stuff that I don't do. Like I don't like getting people's personal information like that. I don't like getting stuff unless it's like something egregious. Like if people are talking shit about my friend behind their back, I let them know. Because I don't believe you should be a two-faced snake. And if you're going to be a two-faced snake, then you should be exposed. I'm like, if you have grievances with somebody, you should say it to their face. Every person, from those who I've had dramas with to some of my trolls that still watch my content, when I had problems with them, I told them to their face what I had problems with. If somebody said they had a problem with them, I went to them and told them. time and time and time and time again. And I've even offered to moderate some of those debates as well. I tried like one time to get G McFly and 8-Bit Eric to hash out their problems. That didn't happen, but I still tried. That's the kind of stuff that I do. I don't like getting people's personal information as far as like their house, where they live, their name, and everything. And the only time I wanted it was when I wanted to sue one guy for what he said and did, because he tried to ruin my career out fucking. I'm not talking about internet career. I'm talking about real life, trying to ruin my real life just because he didn't like the fact that I made fun of him a few times on my live streams. Even though he was fully aware that a lot of how I am with friends is that I tend to make fun of my friends and my friends tend to make fun of me. I had a concern and talk to co-fire another person to get a bigger picture, and I was able to take care of that, no problem. True. Like, that's the thing, right? Is that I tell people that if you got a major grievance with somebody, that you should just talk to them instead of running and doing gay ops and trying to make fake alt accounts and catfishing people and stuff like that. And especially doxing, I do not like doing that at all. Yeah, I hated the fact that I had to expose who Irish Bastard was. I really hated it. I still kind of hate myself for that. I still do. I hate the fact that I showed his face, but he left me. I understand he left me almost no freaking choice, because he was threatening to do horrible things to my mother and my family, and he wanted to make us homeless because I got in a debate with him over wrestling. That was it. I got a debate over whether or not wrestling was real or fake, and he called me a coward and told me I would never fight him. I said we could wrestle in a match, and then he decided that for some reason that was me threatening to murder him. And so he threatened to murder me and my whole family on top of that. In a private call, which Onion Anon was there for that. If it means to protect yourself and others, you should show no mercy. Again, I don't like to. I don't like to go that route. That's not what I like to do. I don't like that. Like, this is the kind of stuff I really couldn't do, because I would just feel so fucking guilty after doing it. Even though it may have been the right thing to do, I would still feel guilty, because I have a heavy guilty conscience that I've grown to understand what it means to, like, what I actually should feel guilty about and what I shouldn't feel guilty about. Because almost everything I do, I end up feeling always guilty about. I always feel like I'm failing everybody and I'm a failure, I'm a loser, and this and that and the other. Like, those are legitimate thoughts that are always in my head, constantly swirling around, legitimately. And then so sometimes I have to, like, remind myself that, hey, just don't worry about it. Just let it go. I know it sucks, but sometimes there's people that will give you no choice. Yeah, and like PPP and Andy are pointing out here, they didn't get a choice. It's now they gotta go score turf. They wanted to just have fun, make money. That's it. That's all they wanted to do. And he put them in a situation where now they have to go balls to the wall, throw everything at it, and destroy his career, because they don't. Now it's either that or they lose everything they have. We all got that whack thoughts, but that's why we have support groups. Gotta prioritize well-being. That is true. That is very true. So my whole point being here is that it's just, he could have avoided this whole situation if he had just not been stupid. I'm just saying.
I'm going to ruin their life.
But
here's the extortion plan.
If you continue the way you're going, and honestly, you've already gone too far now.
Too far.
Yeah.
Too far.
Get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
Apologize.
Seriously, you can't just pretend that what you did yesterday didn't happen. Because I'm going to tell you something right now, Jeremy. I've seen the messages you sent to Josh. Do you want them to come out? Why don't you release them now and just get it over with?
Yeah.
Why don't you release the messages that you sent to Josh last night, Jeremy? Because I'm telling you right now, buddy, those messages are bad. In those messages, you admit that you are planning to do anything and everything to deplatform us. Anything and everything.
That's
and you
horrible.
undermine in a lot of those messages the entire legal case that you want to make. So I don't know what to tell you, buddy, but you barked up the wrong fucking tree. You have sown the wind and you will reap the fucking whirlwind. Okay? You don't understand. The version of Keno Casino that you've been getting for the last 6 or 7 months,
Gone.
we were just having fun.
It's gone now.
We were just
now there's a mission.
And I live for a mission. I live for a righteous cause. I'm a
See, this is the kind of people I would actually be terrified to get into a feud with. Because as you can clearly see, they have not shown one piece of text, not one tweet, not one video, nothing. But they've already destroyed him. They've already destroyed him. They literally could have just stopped right here and that would have been it. They could have just stopped right there and that would have been it. But they kept going because they had a point they wanted to make. They had a point they wanted to make.
Preacher. I come from a whole lineage of preachers, and you gave me the biggest soapbox to stand up on and shout that I'm the victim. I'm the persecuted one. No longer can you say that you're under attack and you're being harassed when you're claiming you're going to take everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna to the person that keeps like advertising their stuff. I'll put it this way: if you want to advertise your stuff, you want to advertise it. Send me a donation. Send me a $10 donation, and then you can advertise your stuff in the chat. $10 right now. Make that happen, and I will let you advertise in the chat. One text. For every text you want to post advertising your stuff, you must send $10. There you go. Problem solved. Let's continue.
From me and my good friend Andy Worski, all because we dared have the balls to say the emperor has no fucking clothes. All because we dared to say that you're not a king. You're not a god.
He thinks
you're
he's
not
God.
a mafia don. You're not the leader of a criminal enterprise. All that you are is a poopy pantsed cuckold
Failed
surrounded
YouTuber bum.
by pieces of plastic. Your Funko Pops, your action figures, your toys, your retro video games, and your man-child mansion that was subsidized because you're a Nepo baby by mommy and daddy, and you got lucky on
Giving me
YouTube
pirate
and spammed the
pirate software
algorithm for
vibes.
years by being a safe little cuckold that minced your words, minded your P's and Q's, towed the line, knelt down to Susan, sucked hole while everybody else got banned. Well, all the real fucking G's got banned.
Yep,
But you
one
know
by
what the
one.
difference is? Us real fucking G's who were out in the wilderness for many a year, we know how to survive in barren seasons. We know how to survive when winter comes and the stocks are short and the weather and the conditions are hostile and cruel. Do you? Will you, when the legal bills are mounting 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 500,000, when they enter year 2, year 3,
Year 4.
year 4, year 5, year 6 of a legal
It takes a
battle
lot of
based
time.
on your criminal extortion, based on your alleged bullshit defamation fucking claims, buddy, an international lawsuit? Are you going to be ready to pay the price, to be fucking drained, to have everybody in your life be cross-examined, to go into discovery, to provide the messages, all the messages between you and Adam over the years, all of the messages between Adam and your wife? Are you prepared for that? Because we are. Because we know what it's like to suffer. We know what it's like for times to be fucking hard. You've never felt that in your life. I want you to feel that. I want you to feel that pressure. I want you to feel that stress. I want you to feel that strain, because I live for the pressure. I live for the stress. I live for the strain. That's what makes me a fucking man. And that's why you'll always be a fucking cuckold and a little bitch who, when times are hard, just like back in 3rd grade, you ran to your parents, Mommy, Daddy, the teachers gave me a bad grade in class. And the teacher sat your parents down and said, Jeremy wants lobster grades for cod work because you haven't read a book in your entire life, you illiterate swine, and you want to pretend like you know politics. I've lived for politics since I was 8 years old. Rex Jones has lived for politics his entire life, raised from his father's knee. And you want to come in and pretend like you know a goddamn thing about politics when you can't even read a book? Here's the thing. You ain't no political speaker, and you ain't no comedian either. Do you get it? Jeremy, we're going to drag you into the deep water. You're not prepared. You will drown.
Ooh.
There's no more warnings. There's no going back.
Nope.
The behavior that you have decided to expose, whether you kill us and we're homeless in the streets and starving or not, I can guarantee you one thing. You'll feel it. You'll feel it from us. If we suffer, you will suffer. And I know you don't like to suffer, boy. So you need to reconsider your actions, bitch, because I'm willing to go to jail for this shit. Are you?
When you threatened me yesterday,
That was a fucking scary ass promo. That is a scary fucking promo. That should scare you. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the quartering. I'm not going to defend Zach. Actually, I've been making fun of him the whole damn time. That fucking scared me when I heard that promo. I actually got fucking scared. Normally, stuff like this doesn't scare me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. This actually fucking scared me. I legitimately was terrified because he was very sincere, willing to go to prison just to protect the channel that he built, that him and Andy built. That is fucking scary. And that should tell you why you shouldn't fuck with the guy. You just shouldn't do it. And he's an idiot for doing so. He really is a fucking idiot. He's burnt his entire fucking career to the ground. It's only a matter of time now before people start unsubscribing from him, that he starts getting dislike bombed, that his content disappears, and that he just altogether his channel falls apart. His company falls apart. He has to fire his staff. And his once great empire is going to burn. Bro, it's like a dedicated parent protecting their child, and his deviant, his devotion, I can absolutely respect. I have a lot of respect for what they do because I understand. Not that I've been through it, but I understand what they talk about when winter comes and everything is cold and harsh, and you don't feel like you're gonna make it. I get that because my family's been through that a lot and I've seen it. Even if it didn't really affect me, I've seen it. I know what they're talking about. And I really don't think that Jeremy understands what it's like to go to a cold winter sun.
you were going to ruin my life and take everything? I liked you, Andy. I liked you. The last thing you said to me 5 years ago was, I can't wait to see your dead body in a ditch. Well, guess who's in a fucking ditch right now? Looking at your YouTube channel. Your YouTube channel's in a ditch and you have no money. Your money's bleeding out. You got nothing. You're spending money when you don't have. So
you're going into
you never
debt,
liked
buddy.
me. You used me and spit me out, and then wished death upon me. So you, you piece of.
Anyway, folks, I know, but really, like, what is this guy?
At least with iDubbbz, he never flagged us.
That's what's crazy.
With Jarbo, he went back and forth and had fun with us.
No, but isn't that truly what's crazy?
Yeah.
iDubbbz, say what you want to say about iDubbbz, man. He's been having to take it on the chin
Yeah.
for 6 years. everybody and their mama calling him a cuck every fucking day, thousands of times a fucking day, in fact. Absolutely destroyed by Sam Hyde. We've been fucking dragging the guy for years, but he never flagged down one of our videos.
Ever.
And he certainly never openly said that he was going to destroy our livelihoods. And that's a leftist. That's a legitimate cuckold leftist.
A beyond leftist, like an extreme
Idub's an extreme leftist individual over the past few years. This is the guy that actually stepped into the boxing ring. And even though he suffered brain damage, it guaranteed he suffered brain damage. He stepped into the ring. He was willing to step in the ring again. Doctors told him he wasn't allowed to, but he was willing to step into the ring again. Jeremy has never tried to step into the ring after Review Tech backed out of the boxing match. Jeremy has never tried to pick the gloves up again and learn how to fight. Jeremy has never actually gone off his ass and done anything except for make BS political content that's designed to rally up boomers and make them hate younger people like me because we share a difference in political understandings. But we all have a common goal in mind, and it's making a better country for the people that live in it and for the generations that want to grow up. Jeremy spreads the hatred that a lot of us have been trying to fight against for so long. Jeremy spreads that while claiming to be a man of God. And the fact of the matter is, iDubbbz is a better man than Jeremy will ever fucking be. And that's the bottom line, because the Dinner Tim said so, bitch. And that's saying something about a cuckold.
leftist.
What? What are you talking about, Jeremy? Are you okay?
At least when Ralph flagged us,
and I'll say this
he
too.
proudly was like, I don't give a shit. He was drunk and on pills. He didn't like.
Well,
Ralph,
yeah, and the next day, Ralph didn't back down from it, did he?
yeah, no, he doubled down.
Ralph proudly f***ing owns it and will just go in and go off. And I have respect for that.
Yeah.
That he f***ing hollers, he gets drunk as f***. He doesn't give a f***. But the moment that Jeremy Hambly put down the bottle last night after his 3-day bender of burning down his life and promising that today would be scorched earth, he was going to salt the earth and destroy us. He tucked tail and pretended like none of this ever fucking happened.
He banned everyone. And he
Banned
flagged one of my
every
tweets down,
single,
by the way. One of my
banned
tweets was gone.
banned every single person in chat who was calling him out. Josh Moon was in chat calling out fucking Jeremy Hambly. I was in chat calling out Jeremy Hambly today. He is a bitch-made fucking coward, and it's no wonder that he allows other men to his wife while he pleasures himself in the corner like the little beta bitch fucking soy boy he is. And I will fight to the death for my right to call you a fucking cuckold, because it is my sincere conviction in my heart of hearts before Jehovah, before Yahweh, before the King of Kings and the supreme sovereign of the universe. I believe that you are a fucking cuckold, Jeremy, that jerks it tough. Your wife getting pounded out by the Jubal, by Skyrone, and all the rest of the bulls in a greasy fucking gangbang Wisconsin style. And we all know there ain't any pretty people in fucking Wisconsin. Holy buddy. Anyway.
What the f he was thinking.
And by the way, our fans have our back, Jeremy.
Beyond.
And I'll tell you, you don't have any fans. You don't have any supporters. You don't have any defenders. You don't have any donators.
There's nobody.
All you have is YouTube ad revenue, and it's dwindling. And all you have is a Rumble deal that's expiring in June. Or is it? You claim you have another 5 years left on your Rumble deal in private to Josh Moon. But publicly, you tell your fans in the world that it's expiring in fucking June. Which is it? And this is why we demanded that you submit your documents for a financial audit. Not to me, not to Andy, not to anybody.
I don't want your info.
Then I see again, just more proof. Just more proof. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable how insane this guy is and how he thinks he can just get away with this. How he can just get away with this. I don't know, man. This is some major fuckery, in my opinion. This is a major fuckery. And the fact of the matter is, he fucking needs help. He needs a lot of help. But so we're gonna move on to the next video. But I just wanted to say this real quick that man, if you thought that first part was fucking heavy, just get ready for the text messages. I'm gonna load the video up. I'm gonna set up a couple of things on it real quick. But in the meanwhile, I wanna read your guys' chats. So if you got anything you want to say, go ahead and post it in the chat now. Let me read out what you got to say before we get into this. Oh boy, they just posted a clip about his wife. Oh boy, that scares me just a little. Oh boy,
Leave my family.
So, because I am slightly running out of time, I'm gonna go to 1.5 speed. But just how wild. This has been a wild live stream. And I appreciate everybody who showed up and showed love and support, because this has been one of the most wild streams I've had in quite a long time. This has been wild. Do we even want to show? Because we should at least keep the wives. Yeah, I don't know if I want to, just simply because my thing is I don't know if I want just to. I don't want that poor lady to suffer anymore, and she already has, because she's probably is somewhat being affected by this. I'm sure she is, and I kind of feel bad for her, honestly, because I couldn't imagine being somebody's partner like that, and this is the insanity that is happening to them, that they keep bringing it on themselves over and over and over again. Yeah, the same. She doesn't deserve this. She really doesn't. I think she should just. I would not blame her if she walked away from the marriage entirely. Not one part of me would blame her whatsoever. Not one part of me. And we still got 6 people watching over on Kick, so thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody's been watching. Make sure you hit that sub button. Help me get verified on Kick. I want to get verified on Kick. Help me get verified on Kick by hitting that sub button. It's down there on the chat thing. Just hit it. Give people some subs. Let's get the party rolling and get me verified. And I'm going to see about putting some emojis, like custom emojis for the chat. I'm going to try to see if I can do that. I'll have to play with the studio to see if I can, but I would like to. Be sure to help out the silly YouTubers. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's all linked. Anyways, let's go to the video. These are the text messages that he sent to Josh Moon, the owner of Kiwi Farms. Get ready for this. Just get ready for this one.
Family out of it. I'm going to take everything they have. I'll never apologize for it either. I haven't done any flagging. Their channel is a walking TOS violation. I know they are ban evading, which isn't true, because number one, Andy isn't banned. I'm not banned. And also, the editor runs the channel. It's not our channel, idiot. It would have been way easier to have their channel removed. I haven't done that. I know you're big mad at me, but if they keep bringing my family into shit, I will act.
You bring them in.
Josh goes, I'm not mad at you. And I have no idea why you would choose to precede any statement with such an obviously false and disingenuous pretense. It's true. Like, in Jeremy's mind, everybody that's like, they're mad at him. Oh, they're mad at him. No one's mad at you. They're making fun of you and criticizing you, but you're triggered, bro. Not really. Bro. Anyway, Josh just was so reasonable with him, and he just wouldn't listen. If you think PPP is ordering people or even casually implying that people should contact anyone in your families, you're wrong. but I think you know that already. I also think that as a 2-decade veteran of internet communications and someone around during Gamergate, you know by now the one thing that you should never do is give harassment attention. So I'm not sure why you're choosing to do that. The one thing that stands out as a possibility, of course, is that, like Brianna Wu, you're using alleged harassment as pretense for a deplatforming campaign, and this is 100% which is going on, and Josh says that would be ridiculous and morally abhorrent, but you also know that. At no point have I ever hinted that anyone should contact his family or do any sort of gay ops against him
We do the opposite,
in any form or
actually.
fashion.
We do the opposite. We say, don't ever fucking do that, and if you do that or SWAT, you're a retard.
He says, it sucks because I like Andy, I guess. Do you though? Because you wish
You
death
wanted me
upon him.
dead because I made fun of your hat once.
He admits, he goes, you're right, I should ignore. So why aren't you? Because you're drunk. Because you're an alcoholic and you're lashing out online.
But there's always
He says,
kernel to
he
truth
goes,
when you're
well,
drunk.
listen, here's why I think he's drunk. I have tied to reason with them. The R is missing. Now I have no choice but to take everything they have. I hate that because I like Andy. No, you do have a choice. You have multiple ways to address this other than this. You could, 1, ignore it. 2, you could put out a video explaining your side of it. 3, you could do a live stream explaining your side of it. Like, there's just 3 paths right there. Or 4, you could just admit that we're fucking right and you're scared and shook. Then he goes, nobody can stop you from trying, but the road of lawfare and deplatform is extremely high risk. Keno Casino is one of the biggest streams on Kick, with probably the highest revenue on the platform. They also do paint by numbers pretty well and don't really do anything too offensive by today's standards.
Yeah.
Their fans are also dedicated. Meanwhile, lawfare can take 5+ years and they can find sympathetic representation at a good rate. Well, you'll have to find full-priced attorneys. And he goes, yeah, man, I don't get it. He goes, yeah, man, I get it. I don't blame you at all. Kick CEO already added me back, so we'll see.
Okay.
There's the admission.
That's crazy,
There's the admission
bro.
that he's going.
So what the fuck? So what the fuck right off the bat, right? Just what the fuck right off the bat? Why in God's green earth would you think that it's a logical statement to make, saying that, I'm adding back, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that? Why would you? And of all people to tell, why would you tell the owner of Kiwi Farms that you're going to do this and not think your DMs are going to get leaked? Why? Just explain to me that logic. Explain to me how that makes logical sense. To sit there and tell them, like, all this stuff you're fixing to do, and then not think that for 1 second that somebody wasn't going to tell somebody. Are you retarded? Just, or like, are you retarded? Hold up, don't answer that question. We already know. You're a fucking idiot. These people are fucking stupid. They are a special level of fucking stupid. This is a whole new level of fucking stupid. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. They're fucking stupid. Incredibly fucking stupid. Oh my God.
He's found it.
I don't know how you would message somebody like that. That would be like me messaging RJ that I'm going to ruin, say, Morningstar's career or something like that. And then expecting him to not leak my messages. That's about what that amounts to. And I'm using them as like an example of like that would just be stupid. Because 1, I wouldn't want to do that. And 2, even if I, in my mind, went insane and decided that was a smart idea, texting somebody like that wouldn't make any logical sense. He doesn't make logical sense. He's supposed to be this political commentator. He's supposed to be this guy that understands how politics works and that he's going to help Americans understand politics and he's going to help with free speech and he's all for the rights of Americans and this and that. And he puts out fucking racist tweets where he tells people because they're Muslim, their opinions don't matter, which is horribly racist. And he's proud of it too. The worst part is he's proud of being a racist person. He's proud of it. And he shouldn't be. Nobody should be proud of being racist like that, ever, under any circumstances. It shouldn't matter if you don't like that person or not. Their skin color, their race should never play a role in your opinion of what they said. If you don't like their opinion, you should point out why their opinion is wrong, in your opinion. That's it. Anything more than that, and you're fucking stupid. And that's my belief, honestly.
Going to Eddie and trying to get us banned from this site directly to the owner. Now, he could have went through the regular channels, sending an email or reporting on this site, but he wants to do some sort of greasy, sleazy, back alley deplatforming with the CEO of Kick, and he's openly admitting to this? This is crazy.
In response, we were on the front page for 3 hours as the first video for 3 hours, which they never do. So I can kind of see where Eddie's head's at, at this point.
Yeah, I don't think he's siding with you.
No.
So he says, I never cared about them memeing on me at all. And I get people's viewers will do whatever. But now my wife is literally terrified. So I have to act. By the way, he spelled it
to act.
Now, to act. Now, Josh responded to him and says, even going down that road opens you up to the scorn and ridicule. Go back. Opens you up to the scorn and ridicule of the entire internet. So I'm not sure how it is advantageous. You're broadcasting to everyone. This is what I can't stand. And it really, really bothers me. Please don't do it. And I'm still, after all of this, not encouraging people to go after his wife. But when Jeremy acts like this, what he's doing is encouraging people to go after his wife. And he knows that. But he wants to play the victim so bad to justify a deplatforming campaign. And Josh is just explaining it to him so simply.
Like,
and
literally.
He's just being belligerent because he's drunk. He goes, I hear that. Taking down channels is something I have never wanted to do in 20 years, but I begged them to be reasonable. I honestly didn't know about my friend and his shit. So there it is, him admitting what's going on with the friend. But by the way, Jer, if that's true, then who are the friends you know that were into swinging? You have more than one friend into swinging? Or are you going to cop that you knew? Because when you say you have friends that are into swinging, it means that you knew about a friend swinging and you didn't have a problem with it. So why do you suddenly have a problem with this friend swinging, buddy? What's going on here? He says he hasn't talked to him since. But wait a minute, Jer, why is that? Because we have you on the record as saying that it's not an own to swing, that there's nothing wrong with getting your sucked by another woman that's not your wife, and that's not an own.
Ash, even more so, why wouldn't you then respond with, hey, these guys revealed something about my friend. He's a D-gen. They're right. That we would have respect for you and be like, oh, okay.
Well, that's what he should have done from the beginning is go, oh my God, I had no idea. This looks fucking terrible. Thank God that people pointed this out. I don't want this convicted criminal sex swinger around my wife, around my family, or around me. I'm a Christian now. I don't want this lifestyle. But no, instead, it's deplatforming, it's censorship, it's gay ops. He says he had no idea he was such a DG-gen. So Josh says, let's put it this way. Let's say you get them deplatformed, and then they sue for something like tortious interference. They can call your wife and sell her in as witnesses, and they get 6 hours to depose them under oath. They can also subpoena your tax records. It's not fun. Josh has went through this himself. He says, yeah, I'm not worried about lawfare. My wife supports me absolutely. Your wife is comfortable. This is news. Somebody, I'm not going to say it, but your wife is comfortable. Your wife is comfortable with being deposed for 6 hours by our legal representation. And you're going to put her through that when you say she's in fear for her life and this is all about protecting her? Bullshit. This is about protecting your bull.
I wanted all of that to play out so you guys could get an understanding of why I don't believe he's attempting to protect his wife at all. This is not attempting to protect his family. This is not attempting to protect the privacy of his family. He has simply decided that he was going to destroy this person's career, these two people's career, because they exposed the fact that, well, to be honest with you, they exposed the fact that he brought somebody in he shouldn't have brought in. He just this right here. Just wow, buddy. Just wow. I mean, like, what else can be said? They exposed it. They did it. This is it right here. This is it. This is it. There's nothing more to it. There is nothing more to it. There's nothing more to it. He did this to himself. He literally did this to himself. He didn't have to do this to himself. He chose to do this to himself. And it's his fault. It really is his fault. He brought it on himself. He brought it on himself. And he only has himself to blame for what is happening. He only has himself to blame. And again, and I guarantee you, he's not going to take any responsibility. I've seen it on Twitter. He's still losing his mind about it right now. Matter of fact, hold up. I'm going to go ahead and open up my Twitter. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. Oh, let me close that off real quick. I'm going to go ahead and open up my other Twitter account. Not my other Twitter account, my Google account, my Google business account, where I run my social media through it. And I'm going to go to his Twitter. And I'm going to show you guys. Damn. Oh, yeah, Dickers can't form another opinion. Of course he can't. All right, Coalfire, you have a blessed night. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And then, look at this right here. Look at this. So one's 2 cents, because he has some good opinions from time to time, goes, just saying, Kino Casino's coverage recording was peak. Meanwhile, RT watches a restream of Kino because he can't form an original opinion and he just dead airs the whole time. Once again, he sure loves the Kino when they talk about everybody else but him. Why platform people you supposedly hate? That's a good-ass question. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, this ought to be good. So Matt Jarvel's, I think I've read this tweet, but we'll go and read it. It goes, Jeremy is correct. He's not me. I acted like an idiot. He's being malicious. I let a few people get on my skin and acted stupidly. That's it. He's talking about getting people kicked off platforms completely. I haven't done that. The difference between him and I is that he'll never actually apologize for anything that he's done, because the moment he does that, he knows that it's over for him. All Jeremy has to do is continue doubling down or ignoring it until it goes away, because he has a platform that's big enough to withstand it for the most part. It's the same thing that Ralph did whenever he was caught doing worse stuff than I did. It just goes to show you that you can withstand anything if you just don't apologize. Boy, I wish that wasn't true. But well, let me go ahead, not there, but let me go here. Boom, boom. Let's go to the quartering, shall we? Let's go here. Oh, he opened up his chat again. That's hilarious. And look at him. Look at him restreaming. Look at this. Look at him. He's got some of the comments locked. Yeah, so he's locking certain conversations down. That's interesting. Oh, here we go, right here. Here's one of the ones that he left up right here. This ought to be good. This ought to be fucking good right here. I asked him kindly, in fact, basically begged him constantly to leave my wife, who is not an online person, out of it, even though he posts multiple pictures, talks about her all the time, and even doxed her name a couple of times on some of his Rumble live streams. But anyways, it was not an online person out of it. It was a very reasonable request. They refused, and you clowns think that, like, on some moral crusade. No decent human would act like they do. Fuck them. Well, yeah, coming from the person who shit himself in Walmart, who, again, has been scamming people and crying victim and reporting people, who actually fucked over a lawyer, by the way, and we'll get to that in a moment. You ain't got no fucking morals. You're a fake-ass Christian. He goes, if I actually wanted him to get banned from YouTube, it would be very easy. He just dropped. You see, here again, he drops PPP's full name right here. People Populist Press. PPP has been banned multiple times on YouTube. He's not banned on YouTube. He's currently on YouTube. You freaking retard. It would be as simple as reporting the channel for ban evasion, which of course I haven't done, and provide it. He's drunk again. Yes, he is. I don't think your wife will be down when she knows you're drunk tweeting from the cuck chair instead of watching her get. Oh, Lord. I got a good name for you and your band of friends who are always gobbling up the same news articles. When you're trying to clean himself, he was more so spreading on his pants. If I recall, his own in the car. When I would have looked back on that. Oh, he's felt it. He's felt it. He's felt it. So yeah, his own wife. I do not blame her whatsoever. Again, and I love how he's like crying about it too. That's the best part about this whole thing. You're crashing out with the rest of the war pigs and using your wife for shield drama. Oh my Lord, this guy needs freaking help. He needs help. Conjure to prompt you to believe. Yeah, sure, buddy. What did I say? Wait a minute. It was serious. Yeah, I doubt it. You're mad just because he is even identify. Bruh. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Joe's a clown. Yeah, buddy, you're the one that has the clown makeup on. Don't even start that. Oh Lord have mercy. Look at it. Look at his Twitter. Look how freaking depressing it is. Oh my God, right here. This is hilarious. I'm so blessed to have an amazing audience. Agree or disagree, you all can continue to show up and call me a moron in chat. It's a little dream come true, and thank you to everyone sticking me through the thick and thin. You're a retard. He's felt it. Oh my God, he's retarded. Because he can't do that now. It's too late to do that. Yeah, it's too fucking late to do that. The crash trolls. Just look at this. Just look at this. Just look at this. This is sad. Oh, this is sad. Reviewed DSP's on their hand in the ring. Oh, they did? Oh, they did. Oh, let me go see. Let me look that up real quick. Review DSP. Ugh. Let me go. Well, apparently I must have punched it. Oh, because I punched the name wrong. That's why, because I put an apostrophe there. There we go. Hey, Cornery, I thought you would pull 10K views there. What's going on, Jar? You're having a hard time getting 200 views? Also, why only 451 followers? Can't buy the views and the followers that you usually buy? Felt it. Let's just share that. This dude also has banger tweets along with very good criticism. Any locale you ask about. Oh yeah, right here. This is awesome. Oh man, the retards of locale. I think they pulled that one when they had a year ago. A show ran by two random Discord mods and a washed-up YouTuber resort to covering himself with condiments as a form of entertainment, like he's entertaining children. Felt it. I mean, Keemstar, let's be serious. You're a joke. You are. You obviously don't know how to pull an actual show, and that's why you have random Discord mods running the actual YouTubers. Oh, yeah, that is true. That is very true. Let's see. Oh, right here. This ought to be good. This is gonna be good right here. Jar bots don't count. 10K views, 56 likes in the chat is slower than the DSP's chat. Come on now, quit lying. You already admit to paying for the channel boosting on YouTube, which is obviously based on the drastic fluctuations of viewers. Yeah, oh man, yes he does. He makes freaking banger tweets. This is awesome. I'm gonna give him a follow. Let's see what else has been happening. Let's see. Did anybody else felting him? It's gonna be amazing if recording. Gonna be an amazing quarter. It's not for you, Felton. How was your weekend? How was your Easter? Corporate needs to compare the differences. Pictures, they're all the same. Oh, this.
Curses! Felton again! I'll get you next time, Casino!
Oh my God, that's horrible. And here we go and more. Hey, Corey, honest advice: put down the phone, go to bed, and look up your nearest AA location. Agreed. Like, yeah, it's all like all that right here. This, oh Lord, you bitched out. Yes, he did. He did bitched out. He bitched out on more than one occasion. I found the bags that were stolen from DSP's cart. Oh my God, that's hilarious, bro. Let's continue. All right, 6 views is fucking pathetic. Oh yeah, right. 5 hours ago. Let's assume it was on Kick, right? So 80 views, 172 views. But he said, now why is it percent? Oh yeah. What? I'm confused. Chaotic Jersey, are you talking about me or are you talking about somebody else? Hey, Perfect Savage with a follow. Woo doggy. Hey, Perfect Savage, how you doing, brother? How you doing, man? I appreciate the follow. I really do. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oh, I don't have the right one clicked. There we go. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me click the right one. There we go. And now we can do this. Now we can do it. They finished the jar segment today. Yeah, and I'm going through a lot of the stuff. I just got to reading some of the tweets, and I'm going to get back to the video. This has been hilarious. Not talking about you guys in a bad light. Right. I was kind of like, I don't know why he's talking about me like that. I don't appreciate it. I think I'm going to need to felt him. I appreciate the follow, Perfect Savage. I appreciate it. All of you guys hit the subscribe button as well. Help me get to the partnership on Kick, because I would stream more on Kick if I had a partnership on Kick. If I was getting some money out of it, because I legitimately could use it, unfortunately. So if you guys don't mind hitting that subscribe button, I would appreciate it. That would help me get closer to being fully monetized on Kick. But anyways, getting back to it, let's see. Don't have the filming on me, Lamau.
Oh my God!
So let's get back to the video.
Buddy, this is about protecting you from humiliation and embarrassment because you're ashamed. That's what this is about.
By the way, it's just like, honestly, dude, like your wife thing. Sorry, I'm just opening up this new tab here. There we go. Your wife, we've just said a bull is over hanging out with your wife. Allegedly, in our opinion, that makes you a cuck. And then we watch all other stuff.
Now here's the thing. So his wife, he throws his wife under the bus and says she's the one that said to do it. Throws his wife under the.
Now they're doing a Phil segment, but yeah, it was a huge fuck jar festival. Oh yes, well, I mean, can you blame him? The guy wanted to fucking deplatform him. The guy literally threatened to deplatform him. Pretty fucking crazy.
The bus throws his wife to the wolves as being the reason this deplatforming campaign is going on. This is the oldest fucking sin, isn't it? Adam and Eve.
The one that said to do it. Your wife told to ruin our lives for making jokes about you.
You chose to eat of the tree. You chose to eat the forbidden fruit of deplatforming and censorship.
The next one.
You can't. I really wish they would have followed the rules.
The human reviewed us.
What rules?
The human reviewed us. Eddie knows us. We followed the rules.
He goes, but my.
Let's see. Perfect says, I saw 8-Bit cover too. Hopefully, Jordan the Bull doesn't run gay apps on him. Oh, yeah, I'm glad to remind me. So, as funny as these text messages were, we do need to cover 2 more things. So, let me get those 2 things set up. Yeah, I hope I'm gonna put that on screen as a highlighted message right there, so everybody can read it. And let me pull up those videos actually. Let me pull up Eric's, and then I'm gonna pull up the other one because the other one's from a lawyer who was friends with them, and
I am
trust me, you're gonna want to hear from Lus because Lus has a great fucking comment about that. So let's start the video, shall we?
sure you guys are well aware after the last couple days that something is clearly happening between the Kino Casino and the Quartering. And at this point, it's gotten crazy. It's even gotten way bigger than it ever needed to be. But for context, let me just catch you guys up to speed. In case you're not aware, Kino Casino, they've been making videos about Jeremy Hambley, who's the Quartering, joking on him, digging into his personal stuff, and just all around going pretty hard. If you've seen their content, though, that's not out of character. That's what they do. That's part of it. That's the entertainment. That's being a podcast. That's what goes along with having a show where you talk about public figures on the internet. And the Quartering, he has a couple million subscribers, so I would say he's a public figure. But all that aside, I'm going to be real. It's no secret. If you watch my streams, if you watch my content, I'm a fan of Kino Casino. I enjoy their content. I think they're entertaining. I think they're funny. I quote them all the fucking time. And the best thing about them is that they don't hold back. Now, if you watch the recent content, if you looked on Twitter, it's clear Jur did not like being the target. And I'll play devil's avocado here for a minute. That part is completely understandable. Nobody likes being the butt of the joke, especially when it's consistent and it's boom, just like busting your chops on a daily basis. I get that. I really do. And I'm guilty of doing the same thing towards other people. I've made videos about several public figures in the past, but again, that comes with the territory. I wouldn't cry if somebody made videos about me because that comes with it. Right?
I can actually tell you from my conversations with Eric, right? I can tell you my conversations with Eric that anytime I had found like a video that was making fun of him that I thought was egregious, I would send it to him, right? And I'd be like, hey, like, or if someone like a friend of mine found it, right? Or say I'm scrolling through, because usually this is how I find it. I'm scrolling to YouTube, scrolling to my gamer content. And like I will be recommended like a why 8-bit Eric sucks video or something like that, and I'll take a screenshot and send it to him like, oh hey look, here's another detractor or some joke that I would make, right? He would go, I don't give a shit, they can do whatever the fuck they want. That's always what he said. That is always what he has told me. So it's just, and now obviously I don't go and report the video and stuff like that. I don't do that. I don't do anything like that. Unlike Jar, unlike the Quartering, I don't go and just randomly report people's videos because I feel like it. That's fucking ridiculous and bullshit, and that should be punished on YouTube, but it's not. I say that because one of my fucking videos, actually the video on Quartering, funny enough, got age restricted because the fucker more than likely reported it, or one of his dents more than likely reported it. I'm not going to say 100%, but I'm fairly like 85% there confident that they more than likely did it. And I wouldn't be shocked if they ran gay ops on Eric as well. I would not be surprised whatsoever because that's what the Quartering does. He runs gay ops on people he doesn't like and he tries to ruin their lives. That's what he does. That's what he's known for because he's a prick. Let's continue.
But here's where things start to fall apart. There's been videos from Kino Casino that have started getting privacy complaints. They've started getting taken down. There's been a couple of strikes.
I hope so too.
I think on PvP's channel, Kino Cathedral, and on one of the other ones. Now, Kino Casino's claiming he's behind it. He says he's not. It should have ended right there.
Yeah.
If the Quartering had any kind of like self-awareness, if he knew that you don't feed the trolls, he knew that he was going to be made into even more content, the last thing that he should have did was do his Twitter meltdown. And if you were on Twitter and you're following him, or if you're following Ash or Andy, you've seen it. He went postal. He did like a huge fucking thread calling them out, challenging them to let him get on the show. And I think he even was tagging Josh Moon and several other people about this whole situation, making it into a huge fucking public display of insecurity. And again, nobody likes to be the butt of jokes. I get it. But the last thing that you want to do is go full mercante on people.
Yep.
Okay, you don't want to become
last
an even
fucking thing
bigger
to do.
lolcow than what people already see you as. And I would say right now he's probably a second place runner up for lolcow of the decade after Review Tech USA at this point for how he's melting down now. This is
I'd
like
say he's
2023
worse.
Dickers all over again. Which, funny enough, Dickers has been kind of running his mouth about the quartering right now. Of course, he's taking a victory lap on the quartering because he's obsessed with that guy ever since he backed out of the boxing fight. And now he's acting like he's some kind of like,
Yeah, we're witnessing in real time and posting on the Lolcow channel. It was so Kino. Oh yes, we're I just the insanity. It's pure insanity what he's doing. It is just pure insanity, and he literally could help himself out of the situation if he had just shut up. If he just shut the fuck up for 5 seconds, his life would get better. If he would just stop fucking tweeting. It's like when I was tweeting my apology and I was like responding back to a friend of mine who runs a troll account that makes fun of Triton. I did it just to kind of vent, and that was it. I did it, I vented, and I moved on with my life. I didn't continue going on about how I was going to destroy people, I was going to do this, I was going to do that. No, I vented, and that was the end of that. And I didn't care. I was just going to move on, because that's what I do. And that's what he should have fucking done, was move on. He should have fucking moved on, and that's a great face, actually. I just paused on that. Let me get a screenshot of that real quick. That's a great face I paused it on right there. Hold up. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You know what? I should just stop saying sorry because at this point, there you go. Woo! Look at that. That's gonna be a great thumbnail picture right there. That's gonna be a great thumbnail picture. I'm sure Eric's gonna kill me over this one. Eric's gonna be like, "You fuck, you asshole! I did nothing to you." He's like. He's like, I did nothing to you. I'm innocent. It's like, I did nothing to you. Why are you doing this to me? What did I do to you to deserve this one? Like, oh, you didn't do anything. I just felt like it. I'm such a dick. Okay. Let's boop boop boop. Alrighty, let's continue. Let me get the screenshot out of the way, and then let's continue.
I guess, person that could stand on a higher ground against the quartering, and suddenly he's okay with people being made videos about, even though when Kino Casino was talking about Review Tech USA, he was crying about it. You see what the pattern lies with people like the quartering and Review Tech USA? If you say anything bad about them, they cry. They threaten deplatforming. They threaten going after you. They get their dents to docs, stuff like that. Oh, that's at least what Review Tech USA is doing. I haven't seen any docs threats from the quartering, but there was some leaked DMs that came out.
I'll say, well, he did dox Ashton PPP. He did dox him, so technically, yes, there was some doxing. So I would say, at least wise, they're on equal footing then. If we want to go by that, then both of them are on equal footing, so they're competing for #1 locale of the year.
And in them, he's talking about taking their channels down. Kino Casino's channels down. He's talking about using his connections like he's some kind of mafia boss.
I know, right?
And he's talking about taking everything they have if they don't stop. That sounds exactly what Review Tech USA was doing in 2023 and 2024. Anytime anybody like Local Live talked about him, or Kino Casino talked about him, or Smash JT, or myself, or Camel, whoever he's mad at that day, this exactly sounds like the Dickers playbook.
Yes,
So we're not
it
just in
is.
drama anymore. We're literally in escalation. And even just as recently, like as in January, Dickers was trying to deplatform me, and he had some of his dents on their alt accounts, tweeting at Team YouTube and trying to take clips out of context. And yeah, and I'm sure he's watching this right now, reacting, seething, cry about it. Go ahead and make your content. I don't care. You're the crybaby, just like the quartering is apparently doing it. And look, sure, Jeremy, he might have gotten upset. He might have felt like things went too far when they're bringing in his personal family and his wife and stuff. And again, that's why I call Dickers the hypocrite, because he was like, oh, don't talk about my wife. Don't talk about my wife. But he sure as fuck is laughing and enjoying himself when the quartering's wife is being talked about.
Right.
Right? Rules for thee, but not for me. But anyways, let's talk about the quartering again. You know, it's fair to be upset. It's fair to be like, hey, I want these guys to cut it out. But the reality that nobody's ignoring here, the truth is that Jeremy Hambley, the quartering, has built his entire platform doing this exact same thing to other people for years. For years, he's made videos on people. He's called people out. He's criticized them, sometimes going hard himself. That's literally his content. Let's be honest here, Jeremy. If you're watching this for whatever reason, now that the spotlight is flipped, now that somebody else is doing it to him, he can't handle it. That's what this looks like. That is exactly what this looks like. And instead of rolling with it or even firing back with content, he went straight to threats. He went to threats with Josh Moon in the DMs. Literally, it looks like extortion at this part. And that's the problem. And again, I've been a fan of the quartering for quite some time. I've only interacted with him a handful of times. We did a members only stream on Locale Live with Keemstar. He was a professional. He was very polite, well-mannered, but I can't fuck with this. I can't fuck with this behavior. The second that you start talking about, I can take your channel down, I'll burn everything down, I have connections, you've crossed a line that changes everything. Now it doesn't look like you're defending yourself. It looks like you're trying to silence people. It looks like you're trying to take away livelihoods of people. This could have been handled so much more professional, could have been handled much more cleaner. And if you were going to pursue legalities and stuff, it didn't need your gay ops. It didn't need you DMing Josh Moon. It didn't need you going on a Twitter meltdown, because you weren't making content about it. You definitely weren't trying to give it back. You handled it in a manner that was, quite frankly, something that I can't respect.
I mean, there was nothing more I could add. He pretty much said everything I have said over the last like video and live stream. Like, this is not how you do it. What is so bad about it too, right? What is so bad is that he's criticized people like Review Tech for doing exactly this. He's criticized people for doing this stuff. He's criticized politicians for doing this. He's gone on and on and on and on and on about people. He talks about how his trolls are always after him, and trolls this and troll that and this and that and the fucking other. He talks about how people silence Melanie Mack and Hannah Claire and fucking everybody else, right? He talks about how everybody, like the woke left, is always silencing people and silencing this and doing that and fuck all else. But yet he doesn't want to look in the mirror and go, maybe I am the one that's doing this. Maybe I'm bringing this on myself. No, he doesn't want to do that, because why would he want to do that? Why would he? Fucking idiot.
And that's why this is a point of no return situation. Okay, because if you back off now, you look like you overreacted. If you follow through, you prove exactly what people are accusing you of.
Yep.
And I know it's easy to say, oh, you should have just shut up. They're just joking. They're just talking about your wife. Honestly, you shouldn't have really did that meltdown. That deplatforming thing took it another level. Yeah, this whole thing could have been avoided. You should have laughed it off. You should have ignored it. You should have made content back. Anything but doing these weird DMs that leaked out, threatening to deplatform and take everything they got. And you had to have known that Josh Moon was going to leak those DMs.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe this is any publicity is good publicity type of thing coming from him. But now the narrative has changed. The narrative isn't Kino Casinos going after the quartering.
Jeremy the Germ. Yes, indeed.
In all fairness, you could have said that, Jeremy. You could have said Kino Casinos going after me. But now the new narrative is the quartering is trying to take down the Kino Casino, and that's not going to go good for you.
No, it's
that's
not.
Way worse. If anything, that's the kind of thing that sticks. That's the kind of thing that people don't forget, and especially
You know, nobody's gonna fucking forget. Nobody ever is going to fucking forget ever. We're not gonna play the full video, but I wanted to like let him get most of his point across. And then this was the first comment he put up, right, and pinned it, and I responded back with, "He went too fucking far. I hope he loses all credibility now." He goes, "He could have just ignored it. Now the narrative's turned against him, even if he didn't flag it." And in this comment right here, I think pretty much sums up everything. He goes, "Oh, I've been watching the coverage of Jar for some time now. I remember unsubscribing from the corner a long time ago because it was a lot of repetitive slop news. When I found Kino Casino started covering him, they really exposed him as a definitive grifter, coasting on the right-wing media, but his personal life was not actually living up to the conservative values that he implied he had. It really just seems like he probably just does it as an open marriage and has a friend who is a criminal and openly into swinging subculture. His interaction with women is not normal for allegedly a happy married man. He also grifts on being rich and poor whenever he feels like it. One video is flexing on being able to buy a fucking stupid expensive watch or a brand new fucking Tesla Cybertruck. And then the next video makes it sound like he's borderline on bankruptcy while spending thousands of dollars on Pokemon cards that are probably resealed. The casino just highlights these problems people should have with the quartering. These are valid criticisms, and him taking such a huge public meltdown instead of just ignoring them probably put his career in jeopardy. If anything, will lead to more people unsubscribing. I didn't forget that Matthew Sorum is a plagiarist. Matthew Santoro. Oh yeah, Matthew Santoro is a plagiarist, even though it wasn't true or something like that. Yeah, well, yeah, Matthew Santoro had some issues as well. Let's see, and pretty much that's it. I just wanted to play part of Eric's video. Let me go find the last bit that I want to show you guys from Lust. We'll pull up his channel because he did a great job on the video in question. Let's see.
Hey guys, so first of all, I've been watching Jeremy Hambly videos. It is crazy to me how different a person he used to be. I knew him 12 years ago, 10 years ago when he was just a Magic the Gathering channel. He's also doing like RC, or the cars that race with remote control and claw machines at that time. I did meet him in person in Houston. I believe he went to Houston to meet a client. I drove to meet him. It was Born of the Gods. It was Born of the Gods pre-release. I remember that very clearly because I'd given him a box or 2 boxes or 3 boxes of Born of the Gods to open on his channel, and that was before the pre-release. So yeah, I remember that pretty well. We went to Denny's. He paid for Denny's, which was very nice of him. We went back to the hotel parking lot and we talked for hours and hours and hours. We had a lot to talk about. We talked about other YouTube content creators at the time. And he was really big into YouTube. He was at the time the largest Magic the Gathering YouTube channel. This was even larger than Tolarian Community College. I believe he recently made a video on. Jeremy has always been the perpetual victim. So now that I've looked back on this situation, from the very get-go, there was this idea that he would poke somebody, then he would poke them again until he got a reaction, and then suddenly he is the victim, and then everyone needs to rally around him. This happened with the Mana Source. This happened with Tolarian Community College. This happened with a lot of other Magic content creators. One of note would be Christine Sprankles, who was a female cosplayer. And that is the reason that he was banned by Wizards of the Coast. And that was also the reason that he was punched in the face and assaulted at, I believe, Gen Con or another convention. At the time, I stood with him because I felt like he was being mistreated. And I fell for the narrative that, yes, he was the victim. The victimhood narrative was very appealing for him to use time and time again. Only later did I discover like he was constantly the victim. always the victim. There was a Pico trade incident, I believe. There were several other instances with other content creators. And he was banned from Magic the Gathering. They took away his MTG account, online account. This was before MTG Arena. There's a pattern of behavior that when I watch his most recent videos, it is victimhood. So in the recent argument with Kino Casino, now they showed that he had banned somebody called a Mana Leak. That was yet another person in the Magic community that he had a issue with. I don't know if he's still making videos. I haven't made a Magic related video in some time now, in probably multiple years. But he had an issue with everyone. And if he didn't have an issue with you today, he would have an issue with you tomorrow because that's what got views. That's what was. He still was making videos on Tolarian Community College, even as recently as 2 months ago.
So that's an example of the lawyer that I was talking about. His name is Luss. And if you've not checked his channel out, seriously go and subscribe to him. Matter of fact, actually, I'll go ahead and drop his channel link in the link right here. Go ahead and check him out. Seriously, he's a phenomenal YouTube channel. He makes great content. He's worth watching. He's very educated, very smart man, very kind man. And like that's unfortunately all I'm gonna have for time. So I gotta wrap it up here. So thank you everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the likes, I appreciate the subs, I appreciate the follows. I appreciate everything. I really do. It means the world to me that you guys have went out of your way to check my stuff out. I really appreciate it. Just before I go, I'm gonna go pull up my Linktree account, and I'm gonna drop the link to it just so that way you guys all can have a chance to come and let's see, right here, I believe it was through here. Oh, let's see, was it through this one? I might be incorrect. I think, oh, okay, no, it wasn't that one. And I know which one it was. So while I'm doing that, I just want to shout out, I want to shout out I want to say thank you to Alpha, thank you to Vesperin, thank you to Elfmas, thank you to Micro, thank you to Viclas, thank you to Perfect Savage, thank you everybody who came and liked, who came and supported the channel, who came and dropped a follow. That means the fucking world to me that you guys went out of your way to show support for my stuff. It really means the world to me. It legitimately, you guys have no idea how much it actually means to me that you guys went out of your way for that. Oh, wait, hold on. I don't think it's through this one. We can go ahead and shut you down. Yeah, we'll go ahead and shut you down. Boop, boop. I'm going to find that link tree. Give me a second. I think it might be under this account right here, I believe. Let's see. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see. Let me look it up. Let me punch it in. Let's see. Let's see. Link tree. Let's see. Click here. Let's go here. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's see. Use Google. Yes, I believe it was under this email, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Why the hell do I have to? I hate when I have to do this. You know what? I'll just set all that up later. Deal with that later. Alrighty, you have a blessed night. Take care of yourselves. I've been delaying that for too long. And hopefully I'll be back soon with another live stream. I'm not sure when. It's just going to depend on when I have time. But I hope you check out my channel, my YouTube channel. Make sure you check out my Patreon as well. Matter of fact, actually, you know what? I could do it like this. I'm going to do it like this. And I'm lazy. I'll eventually go through and set up the link, find where that link tree went. Well, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and set up the thing real quick. Give me a second. I'm still mad my video got hit with that. But yeah, if you guys want to support me, here is the links to all my stuff right here. Copy. Go here, support it. There you go. And then while you're at it, if you want, and I would appreciate it tremendously, I have a second YouTube channel where I post all my drum covers and everything. If you want to go and give that one a share and a follow, I would appreciate it. Let me grab a link. And here you go, right here. Boop. Make sure you check all that out. And until next time, this is AJ Timbs from the Den of Timbs signing out. Have a blessed night, everyone. Have a blessed night. I appreciate all the follows, all the love. It's really appreciated.